Hi, today we are going to present about the environmental issue, which is a global warming. What is the impact on the world for BIO330? Our group consists of 6 members, which is me, Muhammad Shafi. Next is the Mafiz Zahanis, and thirdly is Miza Hamiza, and fourth is Ms. Hanisa Naswa, and lastly is Azrina.
What is global warming? It is a rise in average global temperatures caused by the greenhouse effect. Global warming is the cause of climate change. Similar to greenhouse gas, some gases in the atmosphere let light through, but retain heat when they reflect into space. A long-term rise in Earth's average surface temperature is brought on by human activity, mainly the release of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. The Earth temperature rises as a result of the greenhouse effect, which is brought on by these gases trapping heat in the atmosphere. Many environmental and climate change are caused by this phenomenon, such as melting glaciers, increased sea levels, more frequent and severe weather events, changes in ecosystems, and disruptions to water resources and agriculture. As we confront the challenges posed by global warming, understanding its causes, effects, and potential solutions becomes paramount in safeguarding the future of our planet and its inhabitants.
So what are the triggers of global warming? Global warming basically is caused by the increase of the concentrations of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere, including burning fossil fuels is one of the factors that global warming is caused by the increase in the concentrations of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere, including carbon dioxide, CO2, the burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas. For energy and transportation is the largest source of CO2 emissions, such as methane, CH4, emitted during the production and transport of coal, oil, and natural gas, as well as from livestock and other agricultural practices. So the next factor is deforestation. The fact is Malaysia is one of the world's largest producers of palm oil. The expansion of palm oil plantations often involves the clearing of tropical rainforests, leading to significant CO2 emissions and loss of biodiversity. Widespread forest logging or deforestation also contributes to global warming. Forests absorb CO2 from the atmosphere as part of the natural carbon cycle. So when the forests are logged, CO2 previously stored in trees is released into the atmosphere. Trees absorb CO2, and when they are cut down or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere. So the thirdly is agriculture. The greenhouse gases emitted from agriculture are methane, nitrous oxide, and carbon dioxide. Livestock like cattle and sheep produce a large amount of methane. Malaysia's rice paddies are a source of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. The anaerobic conditions in flooded rice fields promote the production of methane by metagenic bacteria. Farming practices contribute to methane and nitrous oxide emissions. The use of fertilizers and livestock management practices are significant sources. So the last one is the transportation. Greenhouse gases are emitted from burning fossil fuels for cars, trucks, ships, trains, and planes. Transportation currently makes up roughly 24% of global carbon dioxide emissions. Vehicles powered by gasoline and diesel contribute to CO2 emissions. The increasing number of vehicles that rely on fossil fuels for transportation exacerbate this issue.
Next, I will talk about the effects of global warming. First of all, disappearing glaciers, early snow melt, and severe drought causes more serious water shortages and continues to raise the risk of wildfires in American West. Then rising sea levels cause furthermore coastal floods. Next, global warming also can cause heat waves. In addition, the allergies, asthma, and infectious disease due to spread of conditions favorable to pathogens and mosquitoes. Disruption of habitats could drive many plant and animal species experience extinction. In addition, higher levels of air pollution causing our immune system to drop drastically. Last but not least, it also can damage or destroy agriculture and fisheries.
These are the facts that we have found. Let's go and check it. Since the 19th century, the average surface temperature on Earth has grown by roughly 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 1 degree Celsius, mostly due to increased atmospheric emissions, carbon dioxide, and other human activities. The last 40 years have seen the most warming, with the last 7 years being the warmest. The warmest year on record is a tie between the year of 2020 and 2016. Furthermore, over the past century, the sea level has risen by roughly 8 inches, which is 20 centimeters. But in the last 20 years, the rate has nearly doubled compared to the previous century and has been growing annually. And last but not least, what we have found, according to data from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiments, the bulk of an Antarctic and Greenland ice sheets has decreased. Between 1993 and 2019, Greenland lost an average of 279 billion tons of ice per year, while Antarctica lost roughly about 148 billion tons over the year.
Ways to reduce and to overcome global warming in the future. Okay, hi. So first of all, we need to plant a tree because a single tree will absorb 1 ton of carbon dioxide over its lifetime. Second, make sure we must turn off electronic devices. Simply turning off your television, DVD, player, stereo and computer when we are not using them because it will save thousands of pounds of carbon dioxide a year. And third, make sure drive less because, for example, walk, bike, carpool, drive electric vehicle, or take mass transit, for example, train, MRT, commuter, and lastly, we must use clean energy. First, when we can switch the renewable source of energy such as solar and wind energy to power our home and building, thus emitting for less heat trapping gas into the atmosphere. So next, what is the best way to overcome global warming in the future? I think we can follow the 3R concept, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle to conserve natural resources and landfill space. What does reduce mean? Reduce means not buying too many things in the first place. It's about being mindful of using resources wisely so they don't end up in a landfill. And what about reusing? Reusing means using things again instead of throwing them away. There are a lot of creative ways that you can reuse anything in your household. For example, paper bag. And then for recycling, is the process of collecting and processing materials like paper, plastic, and glass so they can be turned into new products. It's a way to give all items a new life instead of sending them to the landfill.
To conclude, global warming causes climate change, which poses a serious threat to life on Earth. Burning fossil fuels increases greenhouse gases, trapping heat and raising Earth's temperature. The effects include melting glaciers, rising seas, extreme weather, and flooding. The responsibility for combating global warming extends beyond individuals to industries and international corporations, which emit more carbon than the average citizen. Therefore, it is essential for everyone, especially governments, corporations, and individuals, to take immediate and decisive action to reduce carbon emissions and mitigate the effects of climate change. By investing in renewable energy, enhancing energy efficiency, and applying the 3R principle, we can reduce our carbon footprint. If we
we act now, we can safeguard our planet for future generations, ensuring a stable and healthy environment. The challenge is massive, but solvable if we act now with determination and collective effort.